for our office, I want to ask, is it in the constitution? This government is like putting Agbero in a vault. Okay, putting Agbero in a vault of a central bank, or to run a multinational company. It will run and loot its ground. This is what cash and carry INEC and judiciary has forced down the throats of Nigerians. The president and his wife and Sheyi has been looting the country dry to suit their luxury lifestyle since the day they came into power. All they have been doing is to tax Nigerians to death, and of course and loot, turn the people to beggars and marginaries in the midst of plenty. You can see government of waste by waste for waste. Don't be surprised that the rubber stamp Senate led by Akpabio will approve it. It's the shame, the worst of us truly, the best of us truly. That was our country. Okay, well,
you're not mentioning
that's Dayo. Dayo, thank you so much for that message. So let's move over to the next one. Well, this is just to say that the federal government has to look into the retirees retirement payment for all those who will be retiring pretty soon, because I think it's very poor. Looking at the state of economy that we have right now, it's already we have inflation on almost everything, actually. So there should be something to be done about this. We do not need the people to pull us by our horns, for us to do the right things. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. This is a trending video we saw, and that is just stating the fact that this is the state of the road in Ogun State. Around Sango, around Joju area, and somebody took the time to analyze, stating the fact that the governor of Lagos State, of Ogun State rather, and of course his deputy, most times when they have to come to Lagos, they do not go through that road, they don't plow that road, they have to go turn. He gave an example that this is Lagos, this is Ogun State, and of course this is Abeokuta. So they stay in Abeokuta, one stays in Ogun State, they have to go through Lagos, to get to Ogun State, or they go through Lagos to get to the middle. So it's just to avoid that road or not repair the road. So not to talk too much, there is a video showing the state of that road, and I'm wondering, how are businesses thriving there? Commuters, road users, how are they moving? How are people even feeding? This is very unhealthy. Let's quickly watch the video. We'll be right back to the studio. Stay with us. Well, I'm not going to say so much. We just allow Nuruddin to analyze this, because we're already talking behind the camera. As you stated, they said that is a federal road. Yes, it's a federal road. But are you saying that the state governor does not have a responsibility in playing a role to make sure that that road is actually, being tarred?
Firstly, the guy that did these reports, I give him kudos. This is the report we've been doing over years. I've done on that road. In fact, there was a time I did Facebook Live on that road, especially between Ajala and Alakuko at one time. So there was time that I did between toll gates down to Sango. That is one I did from Sango past Joju down to Owode. That's one from Owode down to Ijako. So I've done a lot of reports on that road. So, and by this weekend too, I'm still going to plan that road. So one thing there is this, let's put it straight. That road is called Lagos Abeokuta Expressway. Before the road was done, it was through Agege. That's why when you get to Ile-Zik, from there, pass through Agege main market, is called Lagos Abeokuta Old Road.
Oh, okay.
So at that time, all these cement, Mongoro, down to was not done. They used to pass through Agege. That's why down to Abule Egba Junction, that is the end.
Yes.
That link it up back.
Yeah.
Now, that road is a federal road. And I could recall when Dimeji Bankole, Bodan Saburi, was the Speaker, House of Representatives. He was the one that facilitated that bridge of that Sango. And during the time of Buhari, there was a sukuk bond to cater for that road from immediately after toll gate, that old cinema, from there down over to after Joju. During the second tenure of Buhari, they were doing some work from Ilepa Aziz down to Joju. But this is the issue. Number one, we need to call on the federal president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That road of Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway needs to be fixed. It belongs to federal government. Then secondly, the governor. I don't know how some certain governors will feel comfortable. Before his re-election, he came to Ijoko to campaign. That day rain fell. To the extent that the residents were telling him to calm down. To come down inside the even if I calm down, he was not ashamed. From Sango down to Ogbayo, one part of the road has been done during the time of Amosu. That Abiodun-led administration has not done the second one till date. Although I was reliably informed weeks ago that from Agbado station, he was doing one road. I want to do that road from Agbado station down back to Ogbayo. What now happened between Sango and Ogbayo? One part has been done
and the other part
over 8 years ago, and you cannot do the second one. And a lot of companies all around. Anything from Sango down to gas line, from gas line to Tokpe, from Tokpe to Alasia, from Alasia to Intabo, from Intabo down to Ogbayo. What is happened to the second part? Look, in terms of infrastructure facilities, I know the resident of Ogun State cannot rate the Abiodun high. Especially in the Ogun West. Ogun West is one of the worst senatorial districts in Ogun State. When you go to Central, when you get Abeokuta, you will not think that Abeokuta is part of Ogun State.
Nah, it's quite different.
And some certain infrastructure facilities also in the East, Ogun East, Ijebu, Remo side. The thing there is this. Governor Abiodun needs to come to the rescue of those people living in Ota. Especially Sango, Ijoko, Aziz, Joju Aziz. That place has become a death trap. You can't, the number of people that have died there, the number of hours that have been wasted there. We can't continue in this particular, and we said we are under government, under military government. We saw a lot of infrastructure facilities. Can all this, it is not good enough, especially when it rains.
Yes.
People suffered. And this is not, what is the essence of government when you cannot give succor to your people? Then you don't have business being in government. Before we know it now, in the next 2 years, it's going to leave.
Yes.
We are seeing politicians come and go, and people are still remain the same. Joju, Sango, and other places too. I love that particular road, a federal road for that matter.
It took years for the road from Sango to Ojore axis for it to even be plowable.
Let me now tell you the problem in that road. You know that road that they started working, right? During this training last 1 week, Ojore become Odogun. Where people cannot, that day that it fell last week, oh my God, come and see people because there is no vehicle that can pass there. When you are doing a road, you must put into consideration that if it rains, what is the alternative? No alternative road. Then another thing again is this. The road they said they are doing from Sango down to Winners side. Let me tell you, I don't see that road
working.
I don't see it being last. I've visited the place more than 5 times. And I've seen what they are doing. I don't know. You dismantle a lot of buildings there. What happened that you cannot make it so bigger?
Expand it.
They now do a smooth drainage. A smooth drainage that my son, Ablazim, will enter that drainage and come out. For a road like that. That one is one. Then 2, it is not wider enough. After you demolish a lot of buildings, what is the space it's going to make for? And the way they are I see them doing it, even the drainage they've done, they are not doing it with quality materials. When you see an iron that is as thin as my fingers like this, to do a drainage, you know nothing good can come out of it.
It won't last long.
Another thing again is that I don't know the relationship that is between Ogun State government and federal government, because those people that are staying there are not seeing federal government job there. Maybe Ogun State government has told the federal government, we are going to do it and you pay us back. And let me tell you one thing, that job is not a quality job. And even if it's completed, within 1 or 2 years, there will be problem on that road. The same way with that this Sango. Yes. During the time of Bankole, they did that part of Sango garage down to that bridge. The day I saw it, I said this thing is not going to last.
And it didn't.
And it did not. Because when you look at the left side where there are banks there is no drainage. The water there is not going anywhere. Then after that bridge, when you get to Joju Junction, where is the drainage? How can you do a road without a drainage? For a federal road like that, it is not in the north though, because in the north, it has days that rain can fall. You understand now? That's why you don't normally see drainage. You just see a road that will be taller,
slopey,
wave to the other side. You understand now? But in our own place here, where there is no way rain will not fall more than 25 times in a year. So automatically you must have a drainage. If they don't do a shady job, those people living in Sango, down to Ota, Ojuore, down to Yanoyesi, and down to Aton, if they cannot open their mouth and talk to the government that that road is shady deals they are doing on that road, it's not quality enough. I'm telling you, even if they finish that particular road, I'm telling you in the next 2 years, they will still come to the year and lament of that particular road.
Well, actually, I've stayed there some early times in my life, and it's always a story because they come, you see them tying the road again, and in less than a year or two, it's worse than the way they came to. So it's like they are patching up something that just keeps tearing the mud. Do
you remember that now? In the last 3 months now, what they've done within Abule Egba and Tollgate is this. There are some certain spots that I know those spots very well. Immediately you leave U-turn, that place is always bad. They come and do all this pash, they pash that place. They move forward. When you get to Ahmadiyya, they do some certain pash there. When you leave Ajala, thank God that state government have to come and do the problem of that Ajala. You remember that there was a day that road cut into two. After that drainage they've done, then they move forward after Ijaye. They did some certain things. That's why they did it. Even to Alakuko, they were doing passion. Immediately after Alakuko, down to Ajegule, they did some certain patching for his motorable. I'm telling you, after this period of this rain, between now and December, you'll see what is going to happen to that road. Because it was patched, it was not well done. And when you move down to Sango Garage, in front of the main market, come and see how that place has turned to. And I must confess, those marketers in that Sango Central Market are dirty. The Ministry of Environment in Ogun State needs to do something. But in Ogun State, everybody is just doing what it's like. It's like there is no government.
Yeah, relaxed.
Anyways, this is quite sad. Let me just read. We have a lot of messages here. Someone says, good morning. Please, why are the government not taking care of the police family, especially the ones that are dead?
We are talking about the one alive. They've not taken care of the one alive. We are talking about the one that is
Okay, all right. This one says, did we vote for the First Lady? The office is a cancer in our government that must stop, Raymond. I think his reaction to the wife.
In Yoruba, we used to say Atike Romero. From 1999 till date, First Ladies of President, First Ladies of Governors, they force themselves on us. In the Constitution, there is no office of the First Lady, but they have forced themselves on us to the extent that President, governors, they even attach special advisors, senior special assistants to their wives as the First Lady. For the fact that you are a governor for 4 years or for 8 years, you now turn yourself to be first family of the state. How? And you are creating, look, we are not ready yet. If Nigerians are ready, it's just that those people that we have as politicians, public office holders, they are part of the problem. So if they are part of the problem, is it a state of an assembly that cannot challenge the governor? That will say, why are you allotting money for the office of First Lady? Is it National Assembly that cannot face the president and tell the president the truth? Is it the one that will say you are voting money into the office of the First Lady?
So sorry, so that brings me back to Calabar. You know, he lost his wife, may her soul rest in peace. But he put his daughter as the First Lady. Do we need a First Lady that made him?
As somebody that put his wife and the one that puts his daughter, everything is illegal. But because the act of illegality has been part of the mind of every governor, and that is the reason. What is the office of the First Lady is going to do? The Ministry of Women Affairs in the state it cannot do. But the problem there is that we are the one servicing the politicians. We are the one servicing the governor. Anytime you see your governor that wearing agbada is your money. You see him wearing what? Or you see him wearing different vehicle, driving different vehicle is your money. We are the one servicing them. Who is going to service the Nigerians? Who is going to service the residents? That is what we are clamoring for. I can tell you, if we continue like this, I've told some certain people, Nigerians, we are not ready. If we are ready, this is the same Nigerians we are fighting for. You see them dancing, palongo, all around the politicians. You will see them taking 2 yards of Ankara. You will see them taking 2 dirika of rice. You will see them. The same Nigerian, poor Nigerians that you are fighting for. At times you want to wonder, does it want you to even fight for these people or speak to these people? You will see them all around.
Okay, all right. I'm just going to read another message. This one is from Ade. Ade says, on the case of Sango Lagos Abeokuta Express Road, the governor of Ogun State doesn't have his priorities straight anytime he sits with the federal government. Also did this well. Why is Dakwa Biodun not doing this? We need to vote a competent governor in Ogun State. So do we agree? Do you agree that Amosun actually did some work on that?
Yeah. Infrastructurally, I must say,
Okay.
he did. The only just thing about Amosun is this. When you have starting, that your finish is not so that good. I expect him that all the roads, like the road from Sango down to Itoki, down to Ojodu, if he has finished that particular road, started early and will have finished it, I'm telling you, people of Ijoko, Lambe, and Agbado Station, they won't be talking what they are talking. Maybe Dakwabiodun will be dragging from not the same road that you've done one part and he couldn't finish. In the last 8 years, he couldn't finish it. That's why at times you need to commend the Lagos State governor. You know the reason? What Ambode did in 4 years, he continued it.
Yes.
So at least we need to give him credit for continuing it.
Yes,
So that's it. But I'm telling you, Ambode 4 years tenure has exposed a lot of governors in the Southwest. So what he did in 4 years, some certain governor, if they do 20 years, they will not achieve it.
Okay, all right, let's read more messages. This one says, even the Benin Shagamu Express Road that the said Ogun State government started doing, they are on the verge of abandoning it. He only started it for the people who came to Ogun State during the Games Festival because Bangkok University was at the Games Village, and that was the route to the university. Now the games are over, and the project is already getting abandoned. 1 day, work 6 days, no work. Okay, 1 day and 6 days, yet no work. All cars now pass.
Maybe the money of the contractors has been stalled. So you can't expect the contractor to use his money to do it. But one thing there is that the Ogun State government is hearing us. They need to fix all this. So he still have 2 years to go. He can still
do something.
Change his image in the minds of a lot of people, considering that his party will also go to the election in that particular state in the next 2 years. They are going to measure his party based on what he has done. So he has 2 years, he can still change his image in the minds of the people of Ogun State.
Okay, then there's a cry for help on a particular road. This one says, well done, sir. Please, sir, Ayeto Road to Itele Road. It's too bad. During rain, we stay indoors because there is no way out. And it's saying, please help.
Blossom. Yes. I stand to be corrected.
Yes.
The only road that I'm going to, that can withstand in terms of, that can withstand the poor nature of roads in the whole country that I've seen in the last 3-4 years. It's Ayetoro Itele Lafenwa Road. I'm telling you, anytime I'm going to that place, because I know my way, either I go through Ogun State, take the road to enter from this, what's the name of this particular school. Apart from that, I have to take bike. Look, Lafenwa Itele Road. Those residents living there, they are not ready for Ogun State government to do it.
Why do you say that?
If all CDAs and CDCs that is there, you know a particular governor did not do your road for 4 years, pack yourself. You don't need to protest because you are already protesting through our program as we speak. Wait for them after 4 years. Everybody should calculate. This party that produced this governor that did not give us this particular road, we are voting against them. Let them do it twice. Do you know the reason why Ikorodu and Epe, they are so important to Lagos State government today? They are always in opposition. Don't do for them. Don't do road for them. They are waiting for you after 4 years. So if they can do that, I think Ogun State government will know that these people will not going to vote for us. So they'll go and do something. Itele Road, Lafenwa Itele Road is not a road they can use to swear for somebody. It's nothing. That road has not been done at all. Immediately you leave from the part of Lagos State that is with the bridge, that road is the worst I've ever seen in my life. You know, motorcycle can still manage. You cannot manage, oh. During this rainy season, come and see people, come and see cars, come and see vehicles. When you see commercial vehicle that say it's not going, you should know that there is a problem. I think Ogun State government can come with these 2 years. You can still do something for people of Itele Lafenwa Road. The road is the worst I've ever seen. Ije Ododo that is worse like that. Lagos State government has fixed it. Let him fix his own too.
Okay, I'm just going to read 2 messages and I wrap up the show. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sunday from Lagos. Thank you for your wonderful work and that you people are doing. The problem in Nigeria is that Nigeria as a nation are yet to have a visionary leader who have Nigerians in the heart. All these businessmen and women calling themselves politicians. That is why when people are talking of voting them in, and I ask who voted them, did our votes ever counted? The answer is no. Look at the defection of all the politicians. Please, on the Nigerian youth, stand their ground and say no to businessmen and women mounting on the throne. Nigeria will continue to talk. We don't, our votes doesn't count. Okay, we want our votes to count. I think that's what it's trying to say. And this one says, Oganurudin, please remind them of Ogbayo.
I've said it already. Ogbayo to Oniyale.
Yes.
It's about, thank God that Ogun State government is doing from after that bridge to Oniyale. I know that they are doing something beneath the ridge and they are coming from Agbado station. Yeah. But one thing there is that if you are starting from the end, why not start from there so that they can meet themselves? Because one thing there is that nobody trusts this Ogun State government. He start a job now, we won't finish it, and that's the end. The way Amosun did, left one part, and after close to 7 years now, nothing has been done between Sango and Ogbayo. 7 years. Okay. And the governor will come there to campaign.
Okay. All right. Someone is actually asking you the role of the first lady in the constitution. Actually, it's unconstitutional, like you already said. And that one is from Abdurrashid Yusuf from Ilikweju. And Mrs. Adeleye, we saw your message. We read your message. So yes, your cry for help is being noted. And those who are, people have just mentioned their roads. We have Aton Road, so many roads. Well, in Ogun State, basically, especially around Sango and Ota itself. I think it's very important that both the federal government and the state government look into the road for the road users and the commuters. Anyways, it's been a very beautiful one. Well, it's been beautiful. I'm getting a lot of messages. But anyways, we have to go. Mr. Nuruddin, you have sparked some reactions from our viewers, which is good though. Anyways, thank you so much, Mr. Nuruddin, for being on the show. It's been amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you all my viewers, all my callers. We could not pick calls today, but a lot of messages were read today. Tomorrow is going to be another day. Patricia, wrap up. Let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Nuruddin. They're going to hack us off. I was just trying to give them some signs, but because our callers and our the crowd people were talking about their roads. So I'm just going to say to the government, continuity is the key. That's what you say. I mean, any roads that have been started by a governor, continue it when you enter the office. Anyways, it's been an amazing time out with you viewers out there. It is the boss for what's stopping here today. Who's joining tomorrow same time. My name is Patricia Gabriels.
All right, and that's it today. Thank you, Mr. Nuruddin, for being on the show. We do appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow on The Buzz. My name is Rose Blossom Umoye. Bye for now.